Independence is what quickens the pulse with the SNP, and the Europe vote has put that back on the agenda. The leader is saying that if Scotland doesn't get real control over its own borders, over trade policy, then she will go for a second independence referendum. So when I spoke to Nicola Sturgeon today, I asked her if that amounted to a threat.
It's not a threat, but as First Minister of Scotland, I look at a situation just now where the UK looks as if it's about to take a step off a cliff by coming out of the single market. I look at research, independent research in Scotland, that says that's going to cost 80,000 jobs in the Scottish economy. It's going to hit real wages by, perhaps £2,000. It's going to slow our economic growth. It's going to hit our exports. And I can't just shrug my shoulders and accept the inevitability of that.
But given where we are, aren't you setting the bar so high that it's going to be impossible for the UK government to meet it? And therefore, independence is the inevitable conclusion.
Independence may be the conclusion, but I don't think I'm setting the bar high. I don't think Theresa May's got a mandate to take the UK out of the single market. And I heard Tories, Labour politicians, Liberals say the same thing in the House of Commons the other day.
But even after Brexit, the evidence, the polls don't show Scots eager for a second independence referendum.
Terrible idea.
Why is that?
I don't
Democracy.
want independence.
You've had your vote.
They've had it?
Yeah.
Okay. But hasn't Europe changed anything, the vote on Europe?
Not for me, no.
No, Scotland should have their own say, and we're just kind of being dragged down with England.
Yeah,
so.
it's like whatever we decide, it never gets taken into consideration because we're smaller.
It was supposed to be the vote for a sort of generation the last time around, but you think time's come again?
Yeah, but it was also supposed to be a vote to stay in Europe the last time around.
Another one?
No,
Why not?
don't want it.
Don't want it.
Don't want it.
Talking of mandates, we've been talking to people, and the evidence is there is no driving will at the moment for people in Scotland to have another independence referendum. There isn't that will, is there, out there?
Well, I think there's a lot of concern in Scotland about what lies ahead as a result of Brexit. I had a poll yesterday that showed that if there was a hard Brexit on the table, then 55% of people in Scotland would want to have another choice over independence.
There are plenty of people in London who think this is all a big bluff and you're trying to get some more powers, and at the end of the day, there isn't the support in Scotland for another referendum.
Well, yeah, I just think that's nonsense. This is not some kind of game of chicken. It's not a game of dare. It's not a game at all, actually.
It's just 2 years since they were disappointed by Scotland's no to independence. Is the Europe vote now going to give them a chance to change that to a yes? Andy Bell, 5 News, Glasgow.